Johnny Main Street, you think you can match mission with me? I don't think so. But I'll give you a shot. You get in the ring with me, and I'll show you at Valentine's Day Massacre what a submission wrestler does. When I leave you in the ring, broken, you can think about that on the way to the hospital. How I warned you. How I told you to stay out of the ring. Valentine's Day Massacre is going to be a nightmare for you. You're not going to want to relive it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the contest, the Irish Assassin.
Interview with me? So you got Bombshell, Lily, or Derek, or someone else to interview? You want some comments on my upcoming match with the Range? Well, ain't nothing much to say. I beat the guy already. But, you know, promoters here want to set me up with more of these no-nonsense matches, bullcrap matches, so I'll be there. I'll kick his ass. I'll get the win. Catch you later.
No, Bob. I don't know where you get off letting the family double stun me. But from here on out, I want nothing to do with it. As far as my match with the Nightmare, you think you've had a nightmare, pal? You're gonna have a nightmare. It's called Range.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the contest, as a result of a disqualification, the Puerto Rican Nightmare.
Well, Flander, it's come down to this. You and I in the finals of the tournament. And the way you set me up, I haven't remembered that, you skinny little geek. When I get finished with you, you're going to be as stiff as a board. And the only part of you that's not stiff, that you wish was going to be stiff, is going to resemble a box of pound of spaghetti left out in the rainstorm. And let me tell you something, family. If you want to get involved, Shawn McCracken, you suck so bad that you were a referee for your first year in the UWA. And not only that, but let me tell you something else. You get in my way, I'm going to reach about $1.50 out of that stack of dimes with the neck you got and go buy you some talent. And Mark Stag, not only is he the most uninspiring wrestler in the UWA, but he damn sure is the ugliest. Mark Stag is so ugly that he has to pay a fine every time he gets his picture taken. At GQ Brandon Styles, if you get in my way, buddy, I'll reach into McCracken's neck and pull out another $3 worth of dimes and go buy you some Morty Made because I'm sure the floodgates is going to be wide open if I get a hold of you, buddy. Philander, I don't envy you because I want that title. You're all mine. Oh.
Lines on the street and the smoke rises. Look too long for heaven. Now you're blinded.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the contest and new United Wrestling Alliance Intercontinental Television Champion, the Philanderers.
Too hot to fly. You should have seen me say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Too hot to fly, oh baby. But you were almost there. Too hot to fly. You should have seen me there. Too hot to fly, oh baby. You were almost there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the contest and new United Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion, Bombshell Billy.
Hello everyone and welcome to week number 2 of St. Valentine's Massacre. Wow, what a show we've had so far. Yes, this is Jack Spurtback. They pulled me from the web pages. I'm in here filling in for the small guy who is under the weather this week. Metal Bob at my side. Metal Bob, what a St. Valentine's Massacre Part 1. We saw the recap at the top of the show. Your thoughts?
I can't believe it already. It's been a great 2-year anniversary show so far here for the United Wrestling Alliance, and I'm just glad we got those two groups out of here. I'm glad to be with you, Spurtback.
Thank you very much, Little Bob. We have some great competition coming up in part 2 of St. Valentine's Massacre.
What do you got? What do you got for me?
Mr. Big goes one-on-one with Mark Stag.
Ooh, that should be a little grudge match, so to speak. We all know the history between the two. Big used to be part of the family, but no more.
Also, the Chameleon, an up-and-rising star here in the United Wrestling Alliance. He'll be doing one-on-one with another member of the family, McCracken.
You know what? The family might all be going down in defeat because, I hate to say it, but that Chameleon is one exciting young man to watch. And, hey, I wish I had half the moves that that man has.
Our opening contest this week on St. Valentine's Massacre Part 2, Action Jackson. I guess we can call him the former United Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion.
Yes, we can.
Action Jackson takes on Mr. Happy, a relative newcomer, a man who's still kind of learning the ropes here in the United Wrestling Alliance. However, we've got Action Jackson, the former heavyweight champion. We'll see how that goes.
Actually, let's go right up to ringside right now.
Before we do that, let's talk about the main event.
Oh, the main
about
event.
the main event of St. Valentine's Massacre as the Steel Stable
From Happy Valley.
in a 6-man tag team match takes on Damage Incorporated. All the belts are on the line. Let's go up to Magnum ZA.
See, they were giving me the cue there, Jack. They were giving me the cue. That's why I had to rush you.
And his opponent from the city streets of North Syracuse, here is Action Jackson.
There's the former champion. Once again, sorry, but they were rushing me. You know,
what's this?
you've
Hold
been
on.
away from the
Here is
broadcasting
the
tape.
former UWA Heavyweight Champion,
Oh, I guess I wanted everyone to know.
Action Jackson.
Former heavyweight champion. Sure, I want to know too.
That's something to be proud of. I can't call myself that, but I've held every other belt here in the United Wrestling Alliance.
All right, they're about to lock up. Oh, they're locked up. Fast
Look at
and
the
Furious
power.
here.
Look at the power right there by Mr. Happy. That's one thing this young man has.
He is a big, powerful man. A couple chops leading to the chest of the former heavyweight champion, Action Jackson. There's a whip, a reversal, and Action Jackson's going to turn around and give him a couple chops of his own. Referee Seymour Mutt's in there counting the action.
Just so the fans know, what is exactly wrong with Paul Small? Why is he not here with me? He's in the building. I just saw him.
He showed up in the building. I was in the back doing some stuff on the web pages. Paul Small has a case of laryngitis. He could not show up, so they came and said, Jack, you want to fill in on St. Valentine's Massacre? I was more than happy to do that, and it's a pleasure and honor to be here on this great card.
All right, Mr. Happy now with a splash down on the former champ. That really took a toll. That could crack some ribs.
Indeed, the man of his size definitely could do some damage to the rib area in there. Now, Mr. Happy, slow moving in on this man.
Was that a giggle from Mr. Happy?
I'm
Is
not
that
sure.
how he gets his name?
I believe it could have something to do with it. He always has a smile on his face. Look at this. Turns it around into a Texas Cloverleaf maneuver. Action Jackson close to the ropes and gets the break on the maneuver.
I don't mean to be rude, but it sounds like you've got a case of laryngitis.
Well, you know, that's just my unique voice, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't. I can let you know. There's a duck under the clothesline by Mr. Happy, and look at this, a duck under. Look at this. Oh, my God.
Mr. Happy didn't quite go to the ropes there. He was trying to fake him out with it.
Mr. Happy just collapsed all of a sudden. I'm not sure what happened with that, but Action Jackson, the former heavyweight champion, really going to work now. I think he's had just about enough. Drops an elbow. Drops a second one. And a third one across the midsection of Mr. Happy. And Mr. Happy is not smiling now, Little Bob.
No, he's had knee problems, so maybe his knee actually gave... Oh, there's a knee lift.
Wow. Smashing the face right down into the leg of Action Jackson. Action Jackson, his motto is all action and no play, and he is showing that right now here in this great opening contest of Part 2 of St. Valentine's Massacre.
And a whip into the ropes by Action. Comes off, oh, like a body slam there. Like almost a shoulder block, but with the full brunt of his body there. Just a power move.
Look at this.
Neck breaker coming up.
Oh,
nice.
oh my God.
That'll
Ooh.
give you a case of whiplash.
Only gets a 2 count on Mr. Happy. Mr. Happy powers out of it. It looks like he could be in some big trouble. He is not moving. He is not rolling around. He doesn't seem to be responding to anything.
You know, Action Jackson has really added some great moves to his arsenal, and I'm not so sure that he's not going to regain that World Heavyweight title. This young man has come a long way from when he started in the sport and in the United Wrestling Alliance. Action Jackson is one to look out for. And there's the finisher.
Oh, there's a patented maneuver
That's
by
one of his
Action
finishers.
Jackson. 1, 2, and Mr. Happy kicks out of it
Yes,
again.
he
That's not
does.
his finisher, but it is one of his patented maneuvers. The Bulldog out of the corner, bouncing off the ropes. It's it seems like it has to be really timed to really get that move down where it's going to be the most effective.
I have seen him finish with that.
Here's
but
his
here's his
finisher right here. Here it is. Oh, look at that.
What does he call that?
I don't know, but he jammed the neck down into the canvas. 1, 2, 3. You
He
can
calls
count to
that
30.
the MIA, I believe. The MIA, missing in action, because after you get that,
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the contest, Action Jackson.
all right, Action's victorious there. And once you get that move, you will be missing in action.
Wow.
That's a devastating maneuver.
So Action Jackson, in his second appearance here on St. Valentine's Massacre, him and Bombshell Billy both had to wrestle twice on the show because of the mandatory rematch that we saw at the beginning of last week's Part 1 of Massacre. Now Action Jackson wins his second match here on St. Valentine's Massacre over a relative newcomer, Mr. Happy. Right now we're going to take you, Metal Bob, we're going to take the fans back to a classic moment of something that happened over the past 2 years, because this is 2 years, 2 weeks, 2 hours. Too big to be contained into one show. Let's take you to that classic moment right now.
Let's do that.
Going out there, my name is Tony Leone, if you don't know already. I got my new prodigy here, Christian Man Slam and C's, real deal with a sex appeal. We proved that we can kick some booty. Came in here, we took care of that devastating endorsement at Bombshell Billy Willie. He ain't nothing. He ain't nothing for my boy. We're gonna be whipping some butt right across the UWA.
I came in here to this UWA to take on some clowns, and obviously I found some. And obviously one's in the ring right now.
What do you want? You want your head?
This is that long-haired guy who thinks he's on a headbanger's ball or something.
Whoop his booty. Whoop his booty.
You want to see this right now?
Don't worry, you get a couple punches in. You're gonna whoop your ass.
Valentine's Day Massacre, 2-year anniversary, United Wrestling Alliance. I've been here since day one. McCracken, my good man. Started off as a referee. I brought you in, and now the family, greatest thing going here in UWA. Future. True future, Shawn McCracken, Superstar Mark Stag, GQ Brandon Styles, and the Philanderer. Up for Chameleon for you, Mr. Pig for me. Can't wait. 2 years. Massacre coming up. Should be fantastic. Dual massacring ourselves. Shawn? Gentlemen, it's all up.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Valentine's Day Massacre, and I get Shawn McCracken. Now, Shawn, I have no beef with you. I have no beef with the rest of your family right now. But you're stepping into the lair. And when you come into the lair against the Chameleon, bad things are going to happen to you. Tell him, Viper. And that about sums it up.
Wow, what an amazing. First we saw the classic clip there, Metal Bob.
Yes, that footage from January 1996, the UWA's first month on television.
Indeed, there was a little clip of Slammer C, a former United Wrestling Alliance superstar. After that, we heard words from not only Mark Stag about his upcoming match this evening against Mr. Big, but also from MC Shawn McCracken, dealing with this match we're about to see right now against the Chameleon.
here is the Chameleon. And his opponent, led to the ring by GQ Brandon Styles from Cincinnati, Ohio, here is Shawn McCracken.
You ready for this
boy.
Wow.
All right, we also saw footage of the Chameleon
Indeed,
and
we-
Viper with a lot to say for once.
Indeed, we heard from both of these gentlemen at the beginning of this match, and this should be an outstanding contest. Both of these guys are young, up-and-coming. Well, Chameleon is an up-and-coming superstar. McCracken at this point is a veteran here, but about two young, fast, agile wrestlers here in the United Wrestling Alliance, and let's just see what happens here.
You remember that Tony Leone? I
Oh,
hated
yeah.
him.
He's
Anyway,
a
a whip off.
sly character.
Oh, duck over. Duck under, rather. And a drop kick by the Chameleon. And another. A third.
Wow, the Chameleon going right in, moving right after McCracken, and McCracken heads for higher grounds to the comfort of the arms of the family.
Wouldn't you? If you had
Absolutely
somebody out there watching your back, wouldn't you go out there and take a breather? I would. I have.
Yeah, but to roll out and go into the greasy arms of a Mark Stag or a Brandon Styles, who knows what they have up their sleeve.
Come on now.
Well, that's just my opinion.
Viper, we know little about this Viper guy, if anything.
On the side, that like by MC Shawn, Magtastic, McCracken, he's many names. Man of many names. A duck under the clothesline, over a duck under that clothesline, and McCracken's going to come off with the double the burrito, a maneuver he learned from Bombshell Billy.
Yeah, I believe he did teach that maneuver to Bombshell Billy, and he, oh, right there's a Chuck Austin special.
Wow, right across the head, and the Chameleon could have broken a nose on that one. Space came straight down onto the canvas.
Spinning toe hold now by Magtastic.
Wow, falls back and drives the kneecap right into the canvas, and I don't care how big of a pad you got on your knee, that has got to hurt.
Chameleon went for the ropes, but he backed off because he wants to fight this match.
Look at this, it goes into a figure four leg lock here. McCracken could have the Chameleon. This match could be over very, very soon here
Now
on
he's
St.
trying to
Valentine's
reach for the
Massacre. Mutt's right down there in ringside. Excuse me, right down there in the ring. On the side of
Viper
the
at
action there,
ringside.
right in there, asking Chameleon if he wants to give up. Chameleon, I don't think Chameleon's going to give up. This means too much. He's climbing himself up the ladder. He already has a win against the heavyweight champion, the new heavyweight champion.
McCracken now with a, oh, what step over toe hold into almost a Boston Crab Indian deathlock type maneuver.
Scorpion deathlock also as well. Some kind of leg maneuver.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Call it what you will. I call it painful.
Very good. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that, I'll tell you. Brandon Styles yelling encouragement.
The Chameleon powered him off right there, and the Chameleon's got to get his focus back into this. He's got to walk it off, pal. He's got to get up. He's got to do something about this, and he's got to mount an offense against McCracken, because McCracken, like I said, is a veteran of the wars, and McCracken will eat you alive.
If this were a tag team match, he'd be tagging to the Viper right now. But he's whipping into the corner.
Oh, look at
Off
that,
with
a big splash by McCracken, and McCracken, wow, look at that. Looks like he raked the eyes and a shot to the midsection. Look at this, McCracken. McCracken complaining that something's wrong with his knee or something to Mutz. And that gives Brandon Styles opportunity in the corner to work over the Chameleon.
That's par for the course. We cannot sell Shawn McCracken short. He is as good an athlete.
Oh, look at this. He caught him in the air coming in. Oh, and a reverse side buster. And McCracken really in trouble. There's a drop kick that knocks him down into the corner, and a kip up by the Chameleon, and the Chameleon is really going to go to work on McCracken now. He's got to stay focused. He's got to go after some body part or something. He's got to work over McCracken, because McCracken is wiry, and he'll come and get you with that stunner.
But like I was going to say, Shawn is as good, if not better, than most in the United Wrestling Alliance. There's no disputing that, as the Chameleon with a knee drop down onto the back of Shawn's head.
Well, Shawn McCracken, former United Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, he didn't get that way by losing matches.
That's
Look
just
at
a
that.
blatant choke. That is just a blatant choke. Is some of Talon's lesson paying off on Chameleon here?
I'm not sure, but that was a strange move by a smaller guy like the Chameleon. That's something you used to see in the heyday of the Killer Kowalskis and the Big John Studs.
And there he tried for a double chop, double thrust, and now with an uppercut to the midsection.
Is it my imagination, Little Bob, or has Viper not moved a muscle at ringside?
Oh! He has not moved. He has not even changed his facial expression.
That guy worries me sometimes.
At least Brandon Styles is over there getting into it, moving around a little bit.
Yeah, with a Halliburton in his hand.
He claims he never uses that.
Let's just hope it doesn't come into play. We saw, oh, look at that, a
Oh.
double clothesline, and both men are going to go down.
Almost took the torso off of the Chameleon.
Down hard.
They're catching their breath right
Down
now.
on the
You know,
ground
that's a
they
good
are.
move
They're
there,
about to get
Spurtback.
up. Mutt's really making the count. McCracken the first back to his feet. What's he gonna do? Rips him in. A reversal and
Oh, Mutts!
wait a minute. Mutt's got crushed in the corner. And look at this. Brandon Styles is gonna come over. Oh, look at that. Styles.
He got flossed.
He flossed across. Much like the floss that you gave devastating Derek. Look at
We
this
won't
Viper
talk
all of a
about
sudden.
that.
Viper has moved, and Viper's got some kind of chokehold, some kind of submission maneuver.
The Hajime.
And look in the ring. McCracken just gave the Chameleon, no. He just gave Chameleon the stunner,
I saw
the
it.
cutter on the Halliburton. The referee is down. He is out.
Is there another referee in the house?
I don't know what's going on, but Viper is doing some kind of kata hajime maneuver to Brandon Styles. He's just a referee, he's just a manager. A referee now being woken up. Seymour Mutt.
Whether he wants to or not. Now what's Shawn doing? Gonna give him another. No!
Rolls him back with his 1, 2, 3. Oh my God!
That's an upset in
I
my
can't
book.
believe it. The Chameleon. McCracken going for another McCracken cutter, and the Chameleon rolled him back, put his body weight on him.
Chameleon!
And I can't believe he got the Duke. He got the Duke over McCracken, the seasoned veteran here in the United Wrestling Alliance, and that just proves that the Chameleon is going nowhere but the top here in the United
I told you that
Wrestling
young man
Alliance.
was exciting.
You gotta be kidding me. What an action-packed card we have here on St. Valentine's Massacre thus far. We've seen Action Jackson. We've seen Action Jackson victorious over Mr. Happy. Now this is part 2 we're talking about. Action Jackson victorious over Mr. Happy. And of course we just saw the Chameleon an upset victory over McCracken. Let's take you back now, folks, on this 2-year, 2-week, 2-hour spectacular St. Valentine's Massacre is to another classic moment from the past 2 years here in the United Wrestling Alliance.
I can't wait.
He's got to stay on this Thunder Tiger. If he doesn't, one false move. Look at him chopping him down. Oh, my gosh. My gosh.
Oh, right in the stomach. Oh, wait a minute. What's this?
He is way up. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh! Oh, dropped him right over the midsection, right over those ropes.
You know what that's like?
Yes, I do.
Metal floss and cheese.
One too many times. You've run your mouth in the ring, outside the ring. Now it's time to put it up. It's Valentine's Day. There's going to be no love in the ring. Let me tell you something. I've done it to Shawn. I've done it to that dumb cohort you got standing outside the ring. And I'm going to do it to you. I'm going to slam you through the mat and get the 1, 2, 3.
All right, Metal Rob, let's go down to our next match. Let's go down to Magnum ZA.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Canastota, New York, this is Mr. Big. Here is Mark Stag.
Of course, when you see Mark Stag, you see... Hold on.
What we're going to do now is we're going to have a match.
Okay.
There's not going to be any messing around. We're going to have a match. We're going to get it over with. It's gone on far enough. It's gone on long enough. And it's time for us to have the match. So let's get in the ring, and let's get it on the right way.
All right, Mr. Big with a bombshell here. We are going to have a match. We are going
Never
to have
have
a
that
match.
on UWA Ringmasters. It's a first.
Wow, Mr. Big challenging Mark Stag to a match. Unbelievable.
You heard it. If you just tuned in, if you've never watched the show, we're going to have a match.
Mark Stag, I think he is conversing with Brandon Styles to see if it is okay to have a match.
Let's talk about the
With
match
Big.
we saw in the footage, the classic throwback footage.
That wasn't a match. This is a match.
Yes, but that was a clip of a match with Shawn Magtastic McCracken as a referee. It was the Thunder Tiger against the Big War Eagle.
Indeed it was. Classic Corner. Let's get back to the present here as your referee is Seymour Mutz. And
You got a
Mr. Big
present for me?
and Mr. Big and Mark Stagg just had a hot and heavy lockup. And Mark Stagg got the worst for wear of that one. So lock up again, these two men. Look at them meet each other. Mr. Big again throwing Mark Stagg down. And I don't believe there was any air pull there. I think it's just raw, pure, natural talent.
You know, you never know with this Mr. Big. He can go one way, he can go the other in a match. Mark Stagg is a ring technician in there. Always has been, always will be. He is the technician of the UWA. The wily veteran Mark Stagg.
That reminds me of another man in the history here of the United Wrestling Alliance, the Raging Raven. That man could go one way or another. You never knew what he was going to be doing out there. He was Wild and Willie, another name blast from the past.
He could brawl with you, or he could take it to the mat and give you mat-style wrestling.
Indeed.
And there's a lot. Look, Mr. Big's arm is all contorted.
Speaking of the War Eagle. Oh, look at that.
There's no clear.
Wait a minute, look at this. Stag heading for lower ground. Wow, Big. Really not happy about this.
I think Big's going to rip Seymour's head off. With the count now, Seymour Mutz. Of course, the ever-present Ron Jeremy absent this week due to problems. He ran out of gas on the way to the arena.
Look to the ropes. Oh, look at that. Big crashes into Stag, and Stag goes down hard. Stag run under the ropes again. And, I don't understand how Stag would want to run in and collide with a 360-pounder like Big. Look at this. Oh, my God. Oh, man. He caught him with a foot right to the
That's a handful of hair. There's no doubt that that's a handful of hair. And a whip in.
A duck under the clothesline. Look at this off the ropes. And he caught Big that time, and Big went down hard on the canvas. Big right back up, coming after Stag. Big is not taking. Man.
What was that?
I don't know. Every time Mark Stagg collides with Big, he lands hand.
He
does.
Understand it. He's got to come up with a different game plan.
Take
the wheels out.
You would think after the first or second one he would learn, but Mark Stagg is, he's part of the family. Enough said.
The family, one of the most tight groups here in the UWA, in my opinion. They've fallen on some bad luck, but all in all, they have the talent to overcome. As you can see, they're on the path the right way with the Philander, the new Intercontinental Television Champion.
Indeed they are, but in my personal opinion, the family was at its strongest when Big was a member of the family.
I'm not going to debate that with you. I was very involved with the organization known as the family at that time. I know things that you don't and the fans don't, and I won't concur with you, but I'm a professional, and I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to call the match. There's an arm lock. That's a submission hold.
Everybody who knows the history of the Wrestling Alliance, who's been watching over the past 2 years, knows that you and Mark Stagg were once involved, but that has come to an end.
I've been involved with a lot of wrestlers in the UWA. What does that make me? I don't think...
Oh, look at that! Mr. Big with an enziguri! I can't believe what I just saw!
I know what you're thinking, and
Mr.
I choose
Big,
to ignore it.
Mr. Big, are you listening to Metal Bob? Let's get back to the action, because Mr. Big just slapped an enziguri on the back of Mark Stagg's head, and Mark Stagg has headed for lower ground. He's headed for higher ground. I think he might be headed to the hospital after this match.
Mr. Big looks like he dropped the contact or something. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
He might have blown out a knee on that maneuver. He really got up high there. Surprising, a high-flying type maneuver for a big guy like that.
There you go. Stagg changing his offense like I knew the wily veteran would.
Oh.
There's a punch in the head. There's nothing pretty about that.
Nothing pretty, but it was very effective. And Big falls on him. Look at this. 1, 2, and a 1.5 count. Muscles right there on top of the action.
Brandon Styles, ever looming.
Look at this.
Presence looming.
There's a Katahajime type maneuver.
Yeah, but he's
Stagg
in the
right
rope.
in the rope. Right in the rope. Watts right there to break things up.
That's a beautiful St. Valentine Massacre little banner back there.
All of a sudden you're talking in French out here to me?
What did I say?
Massacre?
Oh, no, well, you know. I was just in France with Mimi and Fifi.
Oh, look at that drop kick right to the kneecap. And if he didn't blow out a knee on the enziguri, he blew out a knee right there, courtesy of Mark Stagg's speed.
Do I know this man well? I said he'd have to go low and take the wheels out, and that's exactly what Stagg did.
With an Elmer Fudd type drop kick, he did it nonetheless. And he's really going to work on the knee of Big.
Everybody wonders why Stag wears the number 1 on his shirt. He's worn that for a long time. It's as simple as this. He thinks he is number 1.
Many out there watching the United Wrestling Alliance would concur. We obviously know every family would concur. They all think they're number 1.
There's a half-hearted attempt at a Boston Crab.
That'd be a half a crab.
Yeah, it would.
I don't know if he can get the big man's legs up.
He got it.
He got him. Look at that.
He's got to sit on the back.
He's going to sit down. Oh, he flipped him over, and Stag just went rolling.
What's the referee going to do for your knee, Big? You're in a wrestling match. I thought you were going to have a match.
I don't think Big understands he's in a match against Mark Stag. If anyone's a seasoned veteran here in the United
Spinning
Wrestling
toe hold
Alliance,
now into the
it's that
figure
guy.
4 leg lock. We saw Shawn use this earlier. It's one of the family's favorite maneuvers.
Stag really wrenching back on that figure 4. Look at this. Mr. Big using the referee for leverage, but nonetheless he got him over, and look at this. Stag's on his back. Big's on his front. I don't know what kind of maneuver that is.
I've never seen anything like this.
I mean, either.
They've
It's a
each
big
got
massive,
each other in half of a figure
It
4.
looks like a car wreck out there on I-95.
It's a figure 2 from each of them. Now Big into the ropes. I don't think he can stand.
If you think I'm scared here at ringside, him teetering over those ropes, you are right. Oh, he can't even stand.
Coming right at us.
He can't even stand. Someone's going to have to throw in the towel.
Where's Arnold Skolin when you need him? Brandon Styles, stay out of that
There's a cover.
corner.
1, 2, no. And Big having the continuity, the presence of mind to kick out of that. And he's back to his feet. I can't believe he's back to his feet, but Stag right back to the injured knee.
That's the way to do it. Find a part of the body, take the wheels out, and go to it on a man that's twice your size, almost 3 times your size, as Big on Mark Stag.
Stag really going to work on the knees there. Look at this. Oh, man, I've seen that maneuver many times.
I've seen it too. I was just playing the WCW versus the World game, and I saw that.
NWO wasn't involved at all?
No.
Cover 2. Look at that. And Stag, he was on top of the mass of Mr. Big, and he was like a foot and a half off the ground. And he just got thrown off and just, wow. Look at Big. Reverses the whip and comes in with a forearm. Look at this. Oh, big knee. Variation of the big beefer by set. 1, 2. Oh. Stag kicks him off, only got a 2 count, but Big is really feeling the effects of that knee that Stag was working over. Here's a whip to the ropes. Stag off the ropes and clothesline, and down goes Mark Stag. Superstar Stag, as he likes to call himself.
That's right, and Big throws a clothesline. He winds up back leg with a big ham hock and throws it like a fist.
Look at that, look at that. The
Yeah.
fists are the same way. Look at that. It's like Arn Anderson throwing a kick, but it's a punch.
He calls that the big ragu, I believe.
Look at this, there's a whip to, oh, I don't know what was what that was all about. He let go, Stag having the presence of mind to turn around and kind of had some control, but I think he might be out of it. I think he might have got the dandelions knocked out of him with that last clothesline.
You've got to use all your weight on a man to pin him, a man like Mark Stag. You can't just hook a leg and half lay on top of him. You've got to use all your weight and really pull
Look at
him
this,
away.
there's a cradle, 1, 2, 3, no. I thought he might have had Big there. Thought he may have had him. Big is really hurt. Big seems to be holding his head now. Might have wrenched the neck over on that cradle.
There's a choke. There you go. He's choking him.
Doctor of chiropractic Mark Stag will fix that for you.
Sort of developing your voice.
I'm not sure why.
I don't know. You've got laryngitis. Paul does. Why not give me laryngitis?
Right now we got a big... All over. This Big setting up for a big chunk, fat slab of finishing maneuver here on Mark Stag.
Setting him up for something now is Big.
What's the roll? Look at winds up. There's that wind up. Look at this. Oh!
There's a
Sidewalk slam.
Stag tried to block it, but to no
He's going over to Brandon Styles. What's he doing? All of a sudden, he's
oh my God! With Brandon, you got a match in the ring, pal.
I don't know what you just saw, but Mr. Big just laid out Styles. Oh, and that's a beefer.
Right on the chin. Right on the
Look
butt
at
of the
Stag
chin.
reaching way back, too. Look at him.
That's
I
how you
can't
pin a
believe it.
man. That's how you pin a man right there.
The match is over, and Mark Stag, the veteran superstar Stag, is victorious here at St. Valentine's Massacre over Mr.
Ladies and
Big.
gentlemen, the winner of the contest, Mark Stag.
Mark Stag victorious over Mr. Big, which means only one thing, Metal Bob.
What
The
does that
main event. Coming up, 3 titles, the World Tag Team title and the World Heavyweight title on the line. The Steel Stable going 3-on-3. A 6-man tag team match against Damage Incorporated. They're hated rivals. Damage Incorporated have really going for these titles. And right now we're going to go to some pre-recorded comments from both of these teams.
This is what it's all about.
Day Massacre. The 3 of us versus the 4 of them. Sorry, 3 of them. I always count Billy as 2. Well, boys, it's going to be a massacre, all right, and I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Tell him, big man.
When I get you 2 long-haired geeks in the ring, I'm going to snap you around, just treat you like the little punk redheaded stepchild that you once were. And you too, fat boy, you wingnut Billy, I got a little something for you too.
All's fair in love and war. Okay? And Shrapnel Billy, you're all mine.
Take that to the bank.
How you doing, G? Well, Bombshell Billy is once again the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. Just a few minutes ago he won it, but the day's not over yet. This is a big, big show, and later on, we still have to wrestle the 3 jabronis, Damage Incorporated.
Now, we're not out here to promote ourselves.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, because that's not our style. However, we do want to say that Steel Stable is the greatest organization in the United Wrestling Alliance.
What did you just drop? I just dropped something.
You just... Anyways, I'm saying we are not here to promote ourselves.
Whoa.
What I'm trying to say is, you got it?
Yeah.
All right? Okay. What I do want to tell you is, the Steel... Thank you. Thank you. The Steel Stable is the greatest organization in the United Wrestling Alliance. Always has been, always will be.
Besides Hard and Heavy.
Besides Hard and Heavy, that is the greatest combination in UWA history. But the Steel Stable's right up there.
Now. We're talking about now.
Now,
Right.
it's the greatest.
I'm talking about.
The greatest thing ever.
Right.
You can say anything?
Yeah, I would say congratulations. Was there ever any doubt? Thank you.
And we are not going to lose these belts when they're all on the line against Damage Inc.
And then, what? What? On the line.
Yeah, me and Bombshell discussed it. We put them all on the line. You know that, right?
No.
Putting the belts on the line, baby.
In the 6, kidding me? Those, no. You tell me they deserve a title shot?
Well, you know...
They don't even deserve to be in the UWA.
Derek got a little lippy and well, I mean, we discussed it.
Right.
We discussed it and said that we were going to talk about it. We spoke on your behalf because you weren't there.
Right.
You're off playing Atari or something.
Yeah, that's okay then.
Sorry.
You think they deserve a title shot?
It's all good.
And don't you know we could beat them?
Well, yeah, but they don't...
Do we have the confidence of the Hard and Heavy? Come on. Come on,
Yeah,
Diablo.
confidence still stable.
All right then.
We're up.
Okay. All right. There's that. Anything else?
Diablo, close this up.
1, 2, 3. That's all it's gonna be.
That's right, because the World Heavyweight Champion is out there, and he's fresh off a win over Action Jackson. What a hard, tough fought match that was. He still sucks. And we are going to be still the World Heavyweight and World Tag Team Champions when it's all said and done. Damage Inc.
I got the gout.
All right, let's go down to the main event. After we've seen those great interviews, let's go down to Magnum
First, I'd like to
ZA.
introduce the special guest referee for
Wait a
this
minute, what?
matchup. He is a former UWA champion. This is Scotty McLeod.
You have got to be
Scotty
kidding me!
McCloud!
The following special 6-man
Oh,
tag team
my.
contest.
I can't, where did he come from?
With a special stipulation that the United Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship and the Tag Team Championship is on the line. First, the challengers, Damage Incorporated.
Oh my God, Scotty McCloud. I just thought of something, little Bob. Scotty McCloud and Devastating Derek do not like each other. They do not like each other at all.
And there's always been animosity between he and Bombshell Billy.
Wow, here's the Damage Incorporated. Now, these guys are a few rebels here in the United Wrestling Alliance.
They are the current United Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Champions, El Diablo Blanco and Devastating Derek, with their partner, the current United Wrestling Alliance Champion, Bombshell Billy. They are his favorite tag team, Devastating Derek and El Diablo, and the World Heavyweight Champion, Bombshell Billy. They are the Steel Stable.
You've got to be kidding me, Metal Bob. I can't believe it. The Steel Stable, finally, after all of these months, at the 2-year anniversary spectacular of the United Wrestling Alliance, the Steel Stable finally go head-to-head with Damage Incorporated.
And on the downside for them, Scotty McCloud, the guest referee.
I can't
They gotta
believe
be
this.
thinking it's a conspiracy. I've thought conspiracy in the UWA before. They got to be thinking it now.
Well, what's interesting about this matchup here is that when Damage Incorporated first entered the United Wrestling Alliance, Metal Bob, they seem to have been the outsiders. They seem to have been the problem in the UWA. But all of a sudden, it seems as though Damage Incorporated are starting to get some support behind them. They're starting to get some people behind them here against these obnoxious idiots
Hold
in the
that
Steel
thought.
Stable. What is this? Wait a minute, look at this.
Will you look at...
That's the hard and heavy slap. Not only that, they have their hard and heavy shirts on.
I'm going to get on the phone with my lawyer, and I'm going to have that taken care of. I own the rights to everything that has ever had to do with hard and heavy.
I'm not sure that's the case, Metal Bob, but let's go up to the ring and get this match underway. Who's going to start out for the Steel Stable? They're a bunch of obnoxious, just jerks for the most part. And Damage Incorporated, people, I think there's a lot of people in maybe the boys in the back, people watching on TV. I have to believe, Metal Bob, there's a lot of people out there rooting for Damage Incorporated in this match against the cocky, obnoxious Steel Stable.
I got to tell you, I think there's people hoping that they annihilate each other because none of these teams, neither of these two teams, have endeared themselves to anybody. The boys in the back hope for a total annihilation. They hope for something like what happened at the Celebrity Death Bowl. They hope for Marilyn Manson to come in and cut down the rafters and squash the whole ring.
Look at this here. We get a log out. Look at this. Oh! Hey, looks like he's trying to say that Dalton Payne, the newest member of Damage Incorporated, pushed him into Scotty McCloud inadvertently. I believe what happened was he threw himself into Scotty McCloud, perhaps starting some trouble.
Now, does Scotty McCloud, has he been keeping up on the American rules? Because I know he's been over in Scotland, in England, in Europe, all over Europe, Wales.
Oh, look at this. He's going to back him in. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. Throws some punches in the back of the head, a couple open hand slaps. And just for old time's sakes, because we're here on the anniversary show, if you don't think those hurt, just ask John Stossel.
Wait a minute, just ask Dalton Payne, who's going to work on Bombshell Billy, the World Heavyweight Champion. Like I said, Scotty might be thinking European over here when he's in America. Might be going by the European rules, a 10 count.
All right, Dalton Payne going to work on the World Heavyweight Champion, Bombshell Billy. If Dalton Payne were to score a pinfall over Bombshell Billy right now, he would become the new United Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion. You don't think it can happen, Metal Bob? Let's go back 2 weeks ago when Action Jackson took the gold.
Tried and true, Mr. Spurtback.
Bombshell Billy really looks like he's in some pain. He's got a knee right in the small of the back. I'm sorry, right in the between the shoulder blades, the thoracic area of the back.
Look at Derek and Scotty. They've got problems. They've got issues.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Hey. He's got a point. Sometimes England does.
Ooh, I don't think that's something you want to say in the ring when Scotty McCloud's your referee. Look at these two. These two hate each other.
Bombshell Billy and Body Damage. These two men met a few months ago in the main event of Electricity.
Look at that Bombshell taking fist to the chest. There's a headlock. Oh! You said WrestleTricity. I believe you're mistaken.
I'm sorry. I believe it was Thanksgiving Thunder. My apologies.
Thank you, Magoo. There's a chill.
Look at body damage going to work on Bombshell Billy. Scotty McCloud, former United Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion, making a better door than a window.
A little double team action is only damage he knows how to do.
And Bombshell really, and you think maybe they got the heavyweight. Look at I think he reached into his pocket for something.
He did. McCloud didn't see it, or Devastating Derek's distracting him. How do you want him to see it?
Wow, I think they're trying to keep the World Heavyweight Champion in the ring simply because if they pin him, they're the new World Heavyweight Champion.
That's right. All the belts on the line in this one. 2 years, 2 hours, 2 weeks. We're coming near the end of the St. Valentine's Massacre. It's been great already, and this is just the icing on the proverbial
Look at Devastating Derek. Looks like he's floating in the air. Wow, believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I can't believe it. He flipped all the way over and trying to make the tag with Bombshell Billy.
Almost Barry Windham-like with the tag there.
Oh, he just reached over. The tall and lanky Devastating Derek reached over and raked the eyes of one. Bombshell Billy made the tag.
Diablo with a couple
Diablo.
knee lifts. That'll take the starch right out of you. A couple knife edges.
Diablo whips one into the corner. Follows him in with a big elbow. Another elbow. A third elbow into the sternum of
Driving
one.
it right into the sternum. Now a couple chops. He's beating him down. He's beating him down.
Look at this here.
Bronco ride.
Oh, look at that ride. Bronco ride.
That's what I said in the Super Bowl, but that's another story. I don't have the time for it.
This is wrestling, Metal Bob, not football.
I don't care. I'll be gloating about the Bronco victory for a year to come.
All right, Devastating Derek finally gets in. He makes the tag, and he's going to kick one right in the chest. Comes off, and it looks like one of Damage Incorporated, the former SCW heavyweight champion, is really taking a beating here at the hands of Devastating Derek, one half of the World Tag Team Champion.
And make no mistake, Damage Inc. is UWA now, as are all the former wrestlers with the other organization you previously mentioned.
Look at that. Oh, look at the big chops across the chest of one. Oh, wait a minute. One has caught himself in the ropes. This is not where he wants to be. Not where he wants to be when he's got Devastating Derek standing in front of him.
Scotty McCloud
Not at
doesn't
all.
know whether to
And that is
count.
why. Wait a minute. What is this? Devastating Derek and Scotty McCloud really going at it.
Don't get them hot. Don't get them hot.
One just fell right on his face.
One of what?
One of Damage Incorporated.
Ah.
Devastating Derek now picking one up. Oh, my God. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always low bridge him, I guess he's going by. And here comes Dalton Payne.
Bombshell Billy.
Dalton Payne back into the ring. Oh, and Dalton catches Bombshell coming in. Bombshell back in the ring. The heavyweight champion. Bombshell's already wrestled one match this evening.
That's right. He almost came over the top rope.
He's 1-0 already at St. Valentine's Massacre. But Dalton Payne's looks like he's going to run he's going to run the face across the top rope, and Bombshell Billy is in trouble. Perhaps that's another reason they're bringing Bombshell Billy into the ring, Metal Bob, because he's already wrestled a match this evening. He's worn down. He's tired. He had the title match earlier in Week 1 against Action Jackson, where he regained the heavyweight championship. Perhaps maybe that's why they want Bombshell in the ring.
Yes, indeed. Dalton just went hard into the corner and took a hard fist to the side of the jaw.
Scotty McCloud clearing the ring. Oh, Bombshell reaching back to right field with that one. Really laying it in on Dalton Payne, and Dalton Payne seems to be staggering out of the corner. He's in big-time trouble, and he reaches back to right field again. And Dalton Payne is out on his feet. He can't even stand in there. Look at him.
Spaghetti legged as usual, Dalton Payne.
Looks like he's going. Wait a minute. Went for the pile driver. He stuck between the legs, and Dalton made the tag with someone. I believe it's body damage. Bombshell charges in, but body damage catches him. Body damage laying some knees into the midsection of Bombshell Billy. Into the ropes goes Bombshell. He's caught with an elbow right into the throat area. And Bombshell trying to head for higher ground, but Devastating Derek trying to pull him up. Body damage catching him and choking him on the rope.
See, I don't know why Bombshell didn't tag when he had the chance right there. That's a little cocky. He thinks he can do it all himself.
Oh, a big backbreaker. Wow. 270-plus pounds up there. He picked him up. This body damage. I don't care what you say about him. He is a powerhouse.
Oh, there's fisticuffs flying. All 6 men in the ring.
All 6 men in the ring, indeed. And they're really going at it fast and furious. And Bombshell Billy laying in the middle of the ring. Someone's got to cover. If body damage, I don't know why he's not covering Bombshell Billy. He could be the new United Wrestling Alliance heavyweight champion. had he made that cover right there.
Plain and simple, these men hate each other. They're looking to maim somebody. They don't really care about the belts. Everything's
Look
out
at
the
this.
window.
Look at this. He made the tag. Made the tag with Devastating Derek. Devastating Derek's in. Scotty McCloud getting Dalton Payne back. What are we going to do here? Looks like they're setting him up for a high-low. A low-low. A low-low. A sky low-low. Both kicking the leg out from under body damage. That was a variation.
I've never seen that variation of that move before, but we've just seen it. They pull them out of the bag. They're out of their bag of tricks when you're least expecting it. Hard and Heavy or Devastating Derek, Diablo, Blanco, and Bombshell Billy, the Steel Stable. I'm saying Hard and Heavy because they've got the shirts on, and like I said, they're getting sued.
Now all of a sudden you're speaking Spanish to me out here.
Yes, I am. That's to make up for Tito Santana, who can't be here with us tonight.
Body Damage really needs to make a tag. He's worn down. He's staggering around in the ring, but they have Devastating Derek on his back. Make the cover. You're the new tag team champions of the world. Dalton Payne off the ropes and a big elbow down. And Middle Bob, I don't know if you can see this, but over to my left, out of the corner of my eye, I see out of the dressing room each and every participant here at St. Valentine's Massacre. They're in the doorway of the dressing room. They're watching this match in the ring. This match is so important. This match is so important to Damage Incorporated. This match is so important to the Steel Stable. And I believe this match is so important to each and every one of these people in the dressing room, because I solidly believe that these gentlemen standing in the dressing room watching this match are behind Damage Incorporated. They want to put a sock. They want to put a foot. They want to shut up the obnoxious jerks of the Steel Stable.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Obnoxious jerks. That just about sums it up. But I'm supposed to be fair and impartial out here, or else I'm going to get my walking papers once again. I've been told.
Scotty McCloud pushing Bombshell Billy. He should, I agree that there's heat here, but he should not be putting his hands on the wrestlers in this match. He is not a wrestler. He is an official in a referee capacity in this juncture. Devastating Derek double teamed into the ring. This is what Damage Incorporated has to do. They have to stay on the Steel Stable. And if you think for a second that that the Steel Stable wouldn't be doing the same thing, you're dead wrong. You're dead wrong.
Of course they'd be doing the same thing because they're wily veterans in the ring.
Oh my God! He put him right up in the tree of woe. Look at one. He's going nuts on him. Devastating Derek is ripe for the picking. They got to pick him up. They tore down part of the set here. They don't care. Devastating Derek out of the ring and lands hard on the cement floor out here. One pushes Scotty McCloud back in a fit of rage. And look at him. He's going out and he's laying the fist on the head of Devastating Derek. Bombshell Billy out there and Dalton Payne fighting right in front of us. Here comes Diablo. They're going at it. Bombshell saving Devastating Derek, leaving Diablo to fend for himself over there, it looked like.
That's a good point. Count, referee. They're out of the ring. The rules are out the window. Everything's gone. I don't know why they just couldn't make this a no DQ match. Bring tables, chairs, chainsaws, bring anything they could bring in, because that's what this kind of match deserves. This is a grudge match in every sense of the word, just like the old style Southern school of wrestling. It's a grudge match, and you know what? Put up a cage, do something, get some barbed wire in there.
I think Ray would be mad. Down, back down on the knee of Body Damage, and he really snapped that knee back. And he's going to work on the legs of Body Damage. It's Diablo, wow, ding. Right,
I love the violence.
In the lower extremities, a big headbutt down Fuji-like. Between the legs of Body Damage. Body Damage picked up now. I think Body Damage, what he's looking to do
is get off the mat.
He's looking to get out there, get a victory, and go back and celebrate with some big, chunky, meaty wings and some frosty coldies. That's what he's looking to do. He wants to go out, kick some butt, and get some frosty coldies after the match.
And he's not looking too good. Oh, wait, he reverses it. Maybe he heard you out.
Clothesline and took the head off of El Diablo.
Now he's got his priorities straight. He tags Dalton Payne coming in, the fresh man.
Dalton Payne. Everyone watching at home is glued to their seats. Excuse me, they're glued to their television sets. They're on the edge of their seats.
And McCloud spending too much time
Look at this, Derek and McCloud going at it here. They really don't like each other. I can't believe it. He's going after him. I can't believe this. Look at behind it. Oh, Brandon Styles. Brandon Styles just nailed Dalton Payne.
I missed it. What happened?
Brandon Styles out of nowhere. What's he doing out there? One. Wait, Bombshell telling him to stop. Bombshell told him to stop. What's this going to be? Bombshell comes in.
Bombshell tags a bit of
What's
confidence.
this? He's on
like
top
I
of him.
said.
Oh, come on. One.
What in the world is that?
Devastating Derek puts down a breakout. And I can't believe this. I hate to say this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the contest.
I hate to say this, but the Steel Stable. The Steel Stable have just pulled this off, Metal Bob.
I've never seen anything like that shenanigans. Bombshell made Diablo tag. What's wrong? Is that a bit of cockiness on Bombshell's part?
You could say that.
I don't
Disgusting
think Diablo's
display.
too happy about it.
A disgusting display of these obnoxious fools called the Steel Stable.
Diablo's confused. The referee's confused. I'm confused.
Diablo doesn't know why Bombshell Billy made him tag in so he could get the pin. Wow, what a card we saw there. The Steel Stable in the main event victorious over Damage Incorporated. I've just been given word on the card for next week here on UWA Ringmasters.
Do share.
What a contest, a card we're going to have. Mr. Happy goes one-on-one with Mr. Personality. MC Shawn McCracken goes one-on-one, listen to this, against a member of Damage Incorporated, one. The family in Damage Incorporated, I do not believe
There's
like
another
each other at
battle.
all. Listen to this. The assassin, the Irish assassin, taking on Scotty McLeod. He returns to the ring here on UWA Ringmasters.
There's an interesting clash of styles if I've ever seen it.
I do believe that there was a history between these two men over in Europe, but we'll get more on that later on. And the main event for next week here on UWA Ringmasters, Metal Bob, the Intercontinental Television Championship on the line. The brand new champion, the Philanderer. He won it at St. Valentine's Massacre, Part 1 last week. In his very first title defense, he'll be defending the belt against none other than a member of Damage Incorporated, Body Damage.
Well, they say Body Damage, but as you know, and they say one in the other match, but any of the three, it can be anybody. You never know who you're going to take on. It should just say versus Damage Incorporated on all their contracts. Don't even put a name with it.
It makes it very hard for their opponents to figure out, to train, to prepare for a match. But let's just say the Philanderer defends the Intercontinental Television Championship against a member of Damage Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an action-packed St. Valentine's Massacre. It's been my pleasure, privilege, and honor to be here for the great big Part 2 of St. Valentine's Massacre for Jack Spurtback and for the ill small guy. Metal Bob, close it up.
Well, I'd like to say it's been a great 2 years in the United Wrestling Alliance. As one of the founding members of this organization, it does my heart good to see how long and how well and how hard everybody has worked to make this show what it is. It's the UWA, and I guarantee we'll see you in 2 years to get our 4th year, and then for many more after that. It's the UWA, United Wrestling Alliance, Syracuse's #1 wrestling promotion.
Syracuse and all the surrounding areas, Metal Bob, you got it right. It's the UWA coming at you every week here on UWA Ringmasters and on this very channel. For Metal Bob, like I said, and the ill small guy, I'm Jack Spurtback. We'll see you next week on UWA Ringmasters.
What's going on? Now don't you care about me? Send the same letter.
1998.